things that we talk about is our trips to Bogota, our trips to Neva, trips to Teruel. It sounds like a lot of fun. We've talked about everything but actually coffee. And coffee is really one of the great components of this trip. And so even though I've been in the business for 34 years now, along with Laura, we still have a lot to learn when it comes to aspects, particularly on the agricultural and growing side, especially coffee. And so for us, the trip related to the coffee education starts with a trip to the nursery. And the nursery is the place where the seed itself gets planted into the ground, and that's where the journey starts. And what's amazing is that one of the things after all the time we learned our trip to the nursery is you've got a seed bed that's 5 or 6 feet wide and maybe 60 feet long, and it has 70,000 seeds in it. Each one of them is hand planted, all right? And not only that, we learned that if you take a coffee bean, you've got the rounded side and you have the side with the crack in it, okay? Well, we learned that if you plant the bean with the crack side down, it's gonna grow better than if you plant it with the round side up. And so you think about a person sitting there over and over and over again planting 70,000 seeds. All aspects of the coffee production are very impressive because it's all by hand, all right? There's virtually no mechanization involved, and that includes from planting the seed to picking it on the harvested end. And we had an opportunity to try the opportunity to say, how do you plant a seed? And how do you fill the dirt bag properly? You say, okay, you've got a little bag and you put some dirt in it and it's all good. And you realize, no, it has to be the right granular size, it has to be the right moisture content, it has to be packed properly. And you've got a guy sitting here with 60, 70,000 bags, and he is just banging them out every 5 or 10 seconds because he's got the touch, all right? And then we sit down and you look like you've never handled a spoon before, you know? And so you realize a deep appreciation for one, not only how much work goes into every step along the way of the coffee process, but how much skill goes into what on the surface may look like a very simple job. Some grounds for thought coffee right from the very start. 3 years from now, this will be a lovely El Carmelo Farm Cultura plant growing some fantastic coffee. Looking forward to coming back and watching the plant's progress.